What's going on, everybody? I'm Dory Goodman, the Time Teller. I'm actually filming this on a Saturday, but I think you're seeing this maybe on a Monday. I don't know when you're watching this. I'm the Time Teller, okay? I don't know what day of the week it is. Jeez, give me a break. But I'm filming this right now on a Saturday, actually right after my Saturday live stream. And for those of you who don't know, I actually do a live stream every Saturday around 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I would love to see you there. But this question that I got today was so good that I had to make an episode about it. So special thanks to Papa Shark, one of my certified T3 bots. He is an official channel member. I'll explain to you how to join the channel after the episode, but he asked me, what is the best sports watch and the best dress watch of the past decade? Man, do you know how many watches came out in the past decade? How could I even go about answering this? Dude, when he asked me this during the live stream, I think I shut down for like a solid 5 minutes trying to figure out how I was going to answer this. But I did end up on two watches that I'm going to share with you today. I don't own them, unfortunately, because, well, you'll understand why I don't own them. But regardless of me actually owning them, I still do believe these are the best sports watch and dress watch to come out in the last decade. It's 2:37 p.m. Let's get down to business. Now guys, before we get into the episode, I'm once again wearing my Stalker & Yale Sandy 184 mil-spec tritium watch. This has been my everyday watch for like the past week. I just can't find myself taking it off. I always want to wear it. It's an amazing piece. Just look at it. Man, I'm going to do a review on this in the near future, but let me wear it for a little bit longer, and yeah, I can't wait to bring you the review. But as much as I love this Stalker & Yale military watch, I don't think it's on the list because, of course, this didn't come out in the past decade. This is actually much older, but let's start off with the best dress watch. Now, if you are an avid viewer of mine, you should know which watch I pick because I talk about it all the freaking time. I believe the best dress watch to come out in the past decade is the Creator Aichi 2. Now, naturally, you guys are gonna wonder, why? Why did you pick this watch? Out of every dress watch to come out in the past decade, why did you land on this one? Well, I have certain kind of criteria that I think of when I assess a dress watch. Number one, precious metal, right? Doesn't have to be super opulent, but I want my dress watch to have an air of luxury to it. Number two, no complications. That's right, although I like other watches to have complications, in general, I don't want my dress watch to have anything mucking up the dial. I kind of want it super simple, very elegant. And last but not least, sub 40 millimeters. That's right, I want my dress watch to be kind of low profile and maybe even a bit small by today's standards. And guys, let me tell you, this Creator Aichi 2 nails it on all metrics. Now, as we can see, this watch is precious metal in rose gold, coming in at 39.5 millimeters, just under that 40 millimeter metric. And guys, notice that I picked the Creator Aichi 2 and not the Creator Aichi, okay? I want my dress watch to be very simple, nothing on the dial that doesn't need to be there. Now, the Creator Aichi had a beautiful porcelain dial, blued hands, very simple, aside from that power reserve indicator. Now, I enjoy power reserve indicators. I understand that some people really don't like them. I tend to like them, but I love what Creator did with the Aichi 2. They still have a power reserve indicator, but it's on the case back. So guys, aside from the Creator Aichi 2 being very visually impressive, I mean, that rose gold, the warmth coming from that rose gold and how it contrasts with that cool, pristine porcelain dial and the blued hands and the blued indexes and that display case back showing off that gorgeously finished 7R14 hand wind movement. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it's also incredibly mechanically impressive. That 7R14 hand wind movement is a spring drive. And yes, I said earlier I don't like my dress watches to have complications. This spring drive movement, although it could be considered a complication, it's nothing you'd notice on the dial aside from that crazy smooth, never ticking second hand. It is just, you have to see one in person to realize how special a spring drive is. Now let's talk about the accuracy. This watch is plus minus 15 seconds a month. And then finally, let's talk about why I don't own one. I mean, I just gushed over it for like the entirety of the episode. It's the best dress watch to come out in the last decade, so Time Teller, why don't you have one in your collection? Well, that's because it was listed at $42,000 And if you find one now, it's much more expensive. So forgive me, but this channel is not there yet. I'm not getting the YouTube money yet. But if I was Jake Paul or Logan Paul, I'd have one on each wrist. I think I just broke my lens cap. I'm not upset, but... So jokes aside, the best dress watch to come out in the past decade, fine, Creator HE2. But what about the sports watch? This one was actually much harder to choose. Because let's face it, I do go through cycles when it comes to what kinds of watches I want to collect at what time. Like sometimes I'm very into dress watches, sometimes I'm very into divers, sometimes I go through a chronograph phase. Right now I'm still kind of in this field watchy phase, but with sports watches, there's just so many of them and they're churned out by every company across the board. How do you land on one? Well, if I'm looking in the past 10-year period, I have to go with Vacheron Constantin. Or Vacheron Constantin, as I say, because I am a stubborn American. Now guys, I'm not oblivious to the fact that when we're talking about sports watches, Vacheron Constantin is like not the first company we think of, right? When we think of Holy Trinity sports watches, AP Royal Oak, Patek Nautilus, that's worn by everyone and everything. Every celebrity, Conor McGregor, Kylie Jenner, they're all wearing those watches, but not the Vacheron Overseas. Again, that one just hasn't gotten the media attention that the other ones have. So when most people think of the top sports watches to come out, we're gonna think Rolex, we're gonna think AP, we're gonna think Patek. I'm thinking Vacheron. More specifically, I'm talking about the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Dual Time Prototype, because technically this was a one-of-one, one-off production, but this Overseas did climb Mount Everest. So what makes this one so special and so impressive? Well, for one, this Overseas is full titanium. And what isn't titanium in this watch is reinforced by tantalum, or tantalum. I have no idea. Tantalum is a chemical element with a symbol Ta and atomic number 73, previously known as tantalium. It's named after Tantalus, a villain from Greek mythology. Tantalum is rare, hard, blue-gray, lustrous, transition metal, and is highly corrosion resistant. Okay, we learned something new. So guys, tantalum and titanium are actually both incredibly corrosive resistant, or corrosion resistant, I should say, lightweight and strong. In fact, titanium is about 3 to 4 times stronger than stainless steel. So this watch is an absolute beast. But let's look at it from a visual perspective. Okay, yeah, it's lightweight. Yes, it's strong. Yes, it's durable. It's got a gorgeous display case back showing off that finished automatic movement. That little taste of orange splashes. I'm looking at a picture right along with you. The way those orange hands kind of pop against that matte dial, it just looks amazing. You have an AM/PM indicator, so if you're underground, you know if it's day or night. It's dual time, so you're getting impeccable capability and functionality there. And it's a Vacheron Overseas. I mean, come on. Imagine climbing a mountain with that watch on your wrist. You're on top of Mount Everest, everyone's getting messed up, your nose has frostbite, your beard is frozen solid and breaking off, but you look down at your wrist, you got a freaking Vacheron, bro. So guys, there you have it. This Vacheron Dual Time Prototype and the Creator HE2, they might not be your cup of tea, and I understand that. You kind of gotta like these watches to make the claim that these are the best dress watch and sports watch to come out in the last 10 years. But come on, you gotta recognize that these are both incredibly impressive watches, and I hope you see where I'm coming from. But if you want some more clarification, or if you have some more questions, or you just want to talk about it and argue in the comment section, I will gladly join you there. So leave me that comment. I want to hear from you. And guys, again, I want to thank you so much for supporting the channel and joining the channel memberships, because believe it or not, the majority of support I get for this channel is not from the Google ads or anything. It's actually from the channel members. So if you click the join button right next to the subscribe button, you can become a certified T3 bot. Again, it's kind of like YouTube's Patreon. I believe it's $4.99 a month, and most of that support actually does come to the channel, and that allows us, you know, to get the new lighting, maybe to get a lens, maybe to pick up a watch to review, and to pay the editors because they gotta eat. And yeah, we couldn't have done any of this stuff without you guys, my viewers and my members. You freaking rock. And again, the comments really do help because you help me make the content. You guys give me the idea to make these videos. So yeah, again, I can't do any of this, anything at the channel, anything at the shop, anything on Instagram without you. So even if you don't want to become a channel member. Seriously, thank you so much for stopping by, and thanks for watching this content. So if you're new here, please click the subscribe button. Check out the affiliate links in the description below. That'll take you to my Amazon store. That'll help me out a bunch. And also, check out my website, www.thetimetellershop.com. That is the #1 place to buy affordable vintage luxury watches. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with everyone you know. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.